Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about MIMO. So basically, MIMO stands for multiple input and multiple output. That is, if you consider a transmitter, the transmitter has multiple transmitting antennas, as can be seen in the figure, and at the receiver also, the receiver has multiple receiving antennas. That is why we call this as multiple input and multiple output system, right? So why do we need a MIMO system? What is the advantage of MIMO system? The basic advantage of MIMO system is that it gives you an improved SNR, as well as the capacity of the system is good and it is a reliable system. So what are the disadvantages of having a single input and single output, that is SI-SO system? If there is only one transmitting antenna and one receiving antenna, then we get a very good capacity only when the signal is at the line of sight, right? If suppose if the signal is not, if the transmitting and the receiving systems are not in line of sight, the signal might get reflected, or it might get diffracted, or the signal might get scattered. When such a signal reaches the receiver, there is a very high possibility of fading occurring in the system. So such a system will have a very poor signal to noise ratio, as well as the capacity of the system and reliability is very less. Hence, in order to overcome this problem, we go for an MIMO system. In case of MIMO system, it can be found that there are several transmitting antennas. So when these antennas transmit the same signal, the signal is received on the other side. At least one of the signal will be of good quality. Even though the others may undergo fading, one of the signal might be of good signal strength. Hence, the overall capacity of the system is improved, as well as the reliability of such a system is good. So even if a particular signal fails or degrades, there is a very high possibility that the other signal will reach the receiving antenna safe and secure. Hence, MIMO is a better system. MIMO is basically used in WLAN, 3G LTE, and WiMAX. The other types of MIMO are basically, if we consider this particular equation, that is the equation for capacity, we can see that the equation is NP log 1 plus N by S by N. So in order to improve the capacity of the system, either we need to improve the signal to noise ratio, or we need to improve the bandwidth of the system in order to improve the capacity. The other option to increase the capacity of the system is increasing the number of channels. So basically in MIMO, we increase the number of channels, because of which the capacity is improved, reliability is good, as well as the coverage is good. So apart from that, there are different types of such systems. Like for example, we have SI-SO, wherein there is only single input, single antenna on the transmitting and the single antenna on the receiving side. In case of SIMO, there is single antenna on the transmitting side, but multiple antennas on the receiving side. In case of MISO, multiple antennas on the transmitting side and single antenna on the receiving side. Whereas in case of MIMO, multiple antennas on the transmitting as well as receiving side. Of all these configurations, MIMO is the best to get a very high capacity as well as SNR. Thank you.